Yes!
And it was kind of what we thought.
And now I know, like, because
come out of him.
these will air a week from now, so I'm sure right after the episode we did
There's probably be like a million comments. You're like, DOGCOPTER!
Yeah, well, now I know. Yes! It's just, he shoots, he shits missiles out his ass! He's half dog, half copter.
Let's not talk about this episode and simply discuss the awesomeness that there is a DOGCOPTER in the world. And a 3, for that matter. I'm wondering, too, was there like 3 DOGCOPTER books? Or did they take one book and turn it into 3
this one
movies?
Obviously is Rise of the Canines. The second one was definitely Judgment Day.
Yeah.
No, Judgment Dog.
And the first one was
DOGCOPTER
just
2
one.
Judgment Dog.
Yeah, just
the first one was
one.
just DOGCOPTER.
1. They actually have the 1 there. Or the first movie. The Fellowship of the Dog.
The Fellowship of the Dog, yeah. Well, then would that mean the next would be DOGCOPTER 2, The Wrath of Mutt?
As long as there's a quickening in there, that's all that matters.
So DOGCOPTER, amazing, and I gotta say, I really want to read this book series. The DOGCOPTER book series. The book is better, according to her.
Well, they took some liberties. She didn't say it was better, it's just that they took some liberties. You know, when they had Lost out, there was somebody reading, like, a screenplay because one of the people on the plane was a writer, you know, and he was reading the book that was on there, or something like that. And they made the book later. They actually made this book, and I'm just like, can we just make DOGCOPTER like a book series? Like,
please!
Yeah, you don't have to make it that good.
We need a DOGCOPTER book series.
You don't have to make it that good, but we'll still buy it. Just the fact that it would exist would be amazing. I mean, they're showing how to make those cat ice cream sandwiches and stuff. I mean, it's like, we need DOGCOPTER the books. Maybe they exist. Bro.
Somebody make it happen.
Yeah, somebody write at least 3 DOGCOPTER books.
But yeah,
they can be picture books, bro.
Cotton Candy Lion,
is back.
Just like Jesus can walk on water. I guess he's
just like Aslan.
Yeah. So it's I was just gonna say just like Aslan. So we got the whole Christian metaphor thing going. That means Stephen's a disciple, I guess.
Would be great if he was Judas.
Does that make her Mary Magdalene? I can't figure out where
they're
going with
with
this.
Rose is obviously the Virgin Mary, maybe. I mean, they say that she has to have become human to be with the Father stuff, but we don't know how they do it.
Wait, who did you say was Judas?
Stephen.
No, Judas has to be Amethyst. Come on, if ever there was
that's
Judas.
Harsh.
No, come on.
That's
no, because she's all about being mischievous. And no.
Onion.
Onion.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
Onion.
Judas.
That's Judas.
Yeah. We never did know Judas's last name. Maybe it is Onion. Judas Onion.
Amethyst could be Peter, the imperfect one. Pearl would be John. She's such a goody-goody.
I mean, bottom line, there should be a religious film made out of this as well. So DOGCOPTER and religious Steven universe. You know, we need to make that happen. But let's talk about the actual episode. You have, him and Connie travel to this place. We don't know where it is, but Steven's hand seems to control kind of like the Batcave or something like that. There's even a giant penny. And his mind somehow, or at least the poking of him, summons these things like swords and armor and stuff. And this, I guess, a training program. And the Lion knows all about it. The Lion feels he has to bring him there, and did. And also has a sword in his head. The Lion seems to know more than, it lets on. And Connie uses her tennis practice to fence, which was pretty cool.
I think you were saying, I agree, it had a very Zelda feeling to it.
Yes,
the way
but
they
hitting
swung it around. And even that
hitting
mask
the
that was
back.
firing or whatever had an Octorok kind of thing going on.
Yeah, kind of. It definitely had a strong Zelda feel to it, right down to reflecting the beam back, and that's what destroys it from the sword.
Mm-hmm.
What's kind of interesting, there was something I guess I kind of relate to, or I guess I hear sometimes, is that, like, neither one knows why the other kind of wants to hang out with the other, because, he thinks she's just, so nice and cool and stuff, and she thinks he's, like, all magic and incredible, and they both think that they're, like, doofuses and screw-ups and stuff, so... But something that she brought up, which I've heard before, is that...
Well, I like that line earlier where Steven's like, who needs magic when we have movies? Like, and Connie's like, I wasn't saying that at all. Like, he's like, with her, I'm like, I'll take magic.
but something that you know, the grass is always greener, I guess. We have an uncle who's a journalist. I remember we were hanging out, and this guy's talked to a lot of people, like a lot of celebrities and musicians and stuff, like Paul McCartney, and pretty much name any celebrity, he's pretty much talked to him. And he was talking with this woman once who was just floored by it, and she's like, you know, just all I got is just, you know, my family, you know, at home and stuff like that. And he just said, that's the adventure to me, is a family, you know, that kids and raising a human being and stuff like that. Like, to him, that was the adventure, and to her, the adventure was interviewing all these people that do all this celebrity stuff.
Well, the grass is always green.
Yeah, so, but it's one of those things where it's like, just don't always... Well, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything.
They appreciate each other for what each is lacking. I don't think Steven has anything resembling normal in his life, and Connie, she's normal. And in her case, I don't think she has anything resembling insane, magical, and adventurous, and Steven is all those. So, and together they nearly get themselves killed.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like this one. I thought it was a good mix of kind of like character and more of the reveal about the backstory, and also some good laughs as well.
Yeah, whatever, fuck all that.
DOGCOPTER! Yeah, we got DOGCOPTER.
I hope there's more. There'd better be more sequels. DOGCOPTER Genesis.
I think Amethyst turning into...
DOGCOPTER Salvation.
Turning into the DOGCOPTER with the radio head. I mean, that was about as surreal imagery as you could get.
DOGCOPTER 4. DOGCOPTER takes Manhattan.
It had kind of a Bolt feel. Did you get that too?
Yeah, no, Bolt.
Yeah, like there's the girl there like, let's do it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it kind of felt like Bolt.
Though Bolt itself was a spoof kind of Inspector Gadget, so that kind of...
I guess, or just like, yeah, it's sort of like spy. I always kind of felt like spy shows of like
Bolt
the
was
70s,
making a cartoon within the movie, so...
Yeah, true. So yeah, it's cool to make DOGCOPTER. They set up again some more nice mystery of what's going on. How much does the lion know? What can it do? And what's its connection with Steven?
It carries a sword in its head.
Yeah, what's its connection to Steven? Because it takes him to this place, seems to have this awareness, like bows down to have the sword taken out and everything, and knows when to not, you know, like shake them off, and knows when to have them get on top and everything.
Which, if Cecil the lion had a sword in his head, that may have ended differently.
Too soon, my friend. Way too soon.
Topical.
People are gonna watch this years later like, the fuck is that?
I know. Probably in a week, people are like, oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That sucked.
Or maybe not. I don't know how.
Thanks for that nice reminder.
I don't know how internet outrage works, so I don't know what it. I don't know what the cutoff point is. If in a week people are like, I'm sick of hearing about that lion, or if they already are, if this will go on another 6 weeks. Like, burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this will probably be another week before this comes out, so I'm sure it'll be.
Well, we'll see. It'll be an interesting social experiment.
Exactly. We'll see what the turnout is.
And if you're watching this many years later, some jackass shot the wrong lion.
But it doesn't matter, because you're clearly reading DOGCOPTER, and it's changing your life forever. So enjoy those 3 books, because we know years later that they have to
I want to sell those books door to door, like frickin' Mormons. Hello.
Have you heard the word of DOGCOPTER?
Have you heard the good word of DOGCOPTER?
Yes! The good word of dog. So, yeah, I was gonna say more DOGCOPTER, but you know what? Just little dips, little
here and there.
Just here and there.
Spread it evenly.
Okay, yeah.
Spread it evenly.
You just well done, DOGCOPTER.
DOGCOPTER!